Hi there, anonymous physics teacher that I shall not name on the internet. And class, it is currently 12:45 a.m. now, and I Avenue just wrapped this video up. It took more work and time than I intended. I promise that I tried my best to minimize my video, but my explanation is so slow and bad that I had to add extra commentary to fully and correctly explain myself. Enjoy.
When you guys are in the aquarium, I'm gonna ask you what my topic is, right? And so I want you to say that it's like working a 9 to 5 job. Okay?
It's like work.
And just let me guys know when you guys are in aquarium.
Okay.
This guy is Anthony slow walking up the white.
Wait, where's the aquarium?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Look at my
Bro, I...
No, oh no. I'm failing this class. Oh man, what a beautiful day.
Okay.
I wonder wow, what a beautiful day in coastline. I wonder what I'm gonna find here today. Oh, hey guys. How you guys doing?
It's like working at night. Oh, I don't say it yet.
It's like working at night.
Okay. Yeah, start over. We have 40 seconds.
Okay, I'm trying.
Breathe. Yo, breathe.
I'm
Breathe.
Alright, you guys ready?
Yo.
What's happening?
Yo, we haven't even started yet.
Okay.
Oh, breathe in, bro.
Oh man, what a man, what a beautiful day in coastline. I wonder what I'm gonna find here today. And that, people, is what work is. that's what work is.
Yeah, that's how physics works, right?
Oh, hi guys.
Hey,
How you guys doing?
pretty good.
You guys know what work is?
You know, it's like working a 9 to 5 job.
Wrong. That's not what work is. So guys, you guys want to know what work is?
Yeah.
Okay. So, work is done on an object when a force causes a displacement of the object. Not working like a 9 to 5 job. So, for example, when you guys blew me the up from that claymore, that was an example of work. Because the force from the explosion pushed my body over the horizontal axis. It's the same thing if I throw this camera all the way here, because of my force through the camera all the way to the wall. You guys following?
Yeah.
Now,
Oh.
now, if I throw this camera vertically above me, the work is 0, because the equation of work is force times distance times cosine of theta. Now, here's some key terms that we need to know. Force, as we reviewed in the last unit. You guys are in college though, so you guys don't know about my class, but force is a push or a pull, and it could be a contact or a non-contact. So, this was my force going above, and then the displacement is how far it went, like that. And it went like couple meters, but because we have cosine added into this for the angle, work is 0 because I threw it 90 degrees above me, and cosine of 90 is 0. Therefore, everything multiplied by 0 will be 0. As a quick side note, I would like to add that you can find work in the vertical axis, but you have to swap out cosine with sine. But rather, I use cosine more because you will find work more typically horizontally. Now, do you guys think if I hold this camera and then I walk, is this work?
Yeah. You know, I think it's like working a 9 to 5 job.
Here, Jeremy, you want to answer the question now?
Yes.
Wrong. Because I am holding the Valkyrie camera up. I am using a vertical force. And I'm walking. Now, holding an object up vertically and then walking is not work, as the force is perpendicular to the displacement. And force is not being pushed in the horizontal direction. Basically, if the angle is 90 or 270, the work is 0. But if the angle is less than or greater, but not equal to 90 or 70, work is being done. So, because I walked with that Val camera, I was holding it up above me, it was not work, because no force is being done horizontally.
Yeah.
Now that we know that work is done when a force causes a displacement of the object, and it is perpendicular to the horizontal, which is the displacement, we now know that work is a product of the amount of force times the amount of displacement with the equation. Force times displacement. So, as well as we learned so far that if I use force to support an object like this, like carrying a sledgehammer, no work is being done because I am holding the sledgehammer up. As the same if I walk, because no horizontal force is being used. Now that we also know that it also depends on the angle, we now know all of the basics. But now, if multiple forces are being acted upon, then it would equal net work equals net force times displacement times cosine. Now, as discussed in the previous chapter with my high school peeps, net force is basically the total amount of force that is being acted upon one object. So think of it as a tug of war. Now, next up is work has dimensions of force times length, and its unit is called joules. Now, Sir James Rosario IV, what do you think a joule is? Do you think it's a vape pen?
A joule. It's definitely a measurement of something, like energy.
Yeah, all right. Joules is basically newtons times meters. So, imagine if this grenade was an apple, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I bring this grenade to my head, it is the equivalent of 1 joule. Now, if I throw it, that is work. Cause I just do that, motherfucker.
Hi guys, it is now 11:31 p.m. at the time of editing. I just want to clarify how a joule is related to work. Essentially, 1 joule is equal to the amount of work that is done when 1 newton of force moves an object over a distance of 1 meter. Hence the apple. If the apple was a singular newton, and I moved it up from my waist to my head, I moved it 1 whole meter, hence the 1 joule.
Now that we know that. Next up on the list, on the agenda, is work can be negative if it is in quadrant 2 or 3. Now, Sir Jeremy, do you know what quadrant 2 and 3 is?
Absolutely not.
Why didn't you learn trigonometry, bro?
I forgot. It was 6 years ago, man.
The Ghost of Anthony, do you know what quadrant 2 and 3 is?
2 and 3. It's like the quadrant 2 is like the top, like
Please excuse my totally high school student friend for his non-family friendly vibe. Basically, he said how the second quadrant is where the x-axis is negative, and the third quadrant is the y and x-axis are negative.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now that we established what that basically is, it is greater than 90 but less than 270. Now, the last thing that we need to cover, Jeremy.
So,
Can work affect the speed of objects?
can work affect the speed of objects? Yep.
Now, run to me. So, the reason why that happened, so work does affect the speed of objects, and that depends if the signs are opposite. If the displacement is negative, and then if cosine is positive from the angle, then that means that the object is slowing down because work is negative itself. The object slows down if the signs are opposite of each other, so if it's positive and negative. Now, if cosine and the displacement was negative, then the object would be speeding up because negative times a negative is a positive. In short, if the force and displacement signs are opposite, it's slowing down. But if they are the same, it speeds up. So, guys, what did we learn today?
We learned about the specifics of physics and how work can affect the kinetic energy of objects. And this is what gives it speed, you know?
Okay, but can you tell me what is the definition of work?
Yeah,
Work
low-key.
is when I'll give you an example, you know. Like when you're throwing a ball, you know, your hand just like applies force on the object, which is considered work. And that's like there's like positive work and negative work. So positive is like it increases the speed, and negative it decreases the speed. And yeah,
Did you get the right shot?
and more work will give it more velocity.
Not
Or whatever.
velocity, but also displacement. Because
Yeah.
work is dependent on force and displacement and the angle. Do you know why the angle?
I think I do know why. It's like working a 9-to-5 job. Right, Jeremy?
Absolutely, bro.
It's
working
like work.
Working at 9 to
Fuck.
5.
Alright, Jeremy, it's your turn now. What are you learn now?
What did I learn? I learned how work actually doesn't affect speed. And I learned how actually
He ain't learned.
I learned shit.
So Jeremy, would you be so inclined to activate your fuse charge?
Why would I do that?
One last example of what work is.
Oh.
So this is work because it pushes all the objects